Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. TimTheTatman 2, Just Chatting podcast version of me. We got a banger for you today, baby. Now, a lot of you know I love football. Every single Sunday, it was tradition in the household to have football on and just have it as background noise and or just watch the games with family and friends. It's just what I did growing up, and it's been a huge part of my life ever since. A lot of you on top of that know I'm a Cowboys fan. Now, the past couple years, the Cowboys, it's not been the best year for us between injuries, things not going well. We had a coach change, stuff like that. But this year, I truly do believe, and I know I sound like a broken record, but I really do believe that this could be the Cowboys year. And what you're about to watch in this video is my reasoning as to why. Be sure to drop a like on this, and be sure to share it with a friend if you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, TimTheTatman 2. They hit the sub button and ring the bell, okay? Be sure to tell somebody you love them. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. Here, let me lay it out for you. I'm just going to explain this as easily as I can as to why I think it's the Cowboys year. All right. One, Dak is finally signed, right? He finally got the contract. He doesn't feel like he's in limbo anymore. He knows he's locked in there, right? If Dak stays healthy, he's a great quarterback. Top 10 QB easily, right? Does that say $985.10? Okay. I was about to go on this Cowboys rant, but, I guess I'll just take a second. $985.10 from BSK. And he goes, hey, Tim, top donator. Yep. I think you're going to be uncontested up there if I had to guess with that kind of money. But thank you for your $985. Thank you for your almost $1,000. Can I get a round of applause in the chat for BSK, guys? Applause, guys. Seriously, big applause, man. I was about to go on that whole thing about the Cowboys, but now I'm kind of just stopped in my tracks. You guys want me to sum up why I really do think the Cowboys are going to be a top tier team? I want to say my piece about this, because I think Cowboys fans sometimes are always like, oh, it's our year. But this time I truly do believe that the Cowboys, if they stay healthy, can win the Super Bowl. And here's why. Dak Prescott is finally signed. He got his contract. He's a Cowboy. If he stays healthy, he's a top 10 quarterback. I don't care what any of y'all say. He's a top 10 QB. You got in the backfield, Ezekiel Elliott, one of the best running backs in the league, okay? Now, obviously, he is not only strong, but he's quick, right? Easily a top 5 running back, easily. He's not washed, right? He's a fantastic running back, one of the better ones, in my opinion, in the league, okay? Number 3, wide receivers, all right? They have a great lineup on wide receivers. Their 3 go-tos are all fantastic. Cooper, obviously, CeeDee Lamb is goated. And then Gallup, I don't know why any of y'all don't put respect on Gallup's name. He's one of the best. He's one of the better third target receivers in the league. He's unbelievable. Okay. On top of that, defense. Obviously, this is kind of where we were struggling last year, right? But with the draft picks this year and everyone they got, they're obviously focused on defense. True. Now, would I have wanted Surtain or Horn? Yes. But the picks that they got, I obviously is defense focused. So I'll be curious to see how the defense, I'll be curious to see. That's kind of the biggest question mark for me right now, is how our defense is going to go. Because our offense, we literally were scoring points with Ben DiNucci behind the reins, right? And ultimately, the defense kind of struggled when the offense was kind of doing okay, even with Ben DiNucci running the show. All right. All I'm telling you is with the picks that they got, and obviously it's heavily defense sided, that is the biggest question mark. But if that defense is clicking and everything is going well, I think it's their year. The only thing that I can really complain about, is technically they didn't get Horn or Surtain, which I would have really liked one of them. And I will say their O-line is not the best. That's what I will say. But ultimately, listen, defense wins championships, okay? So if that defense is clicking and everything is going well, I'm telling you, that's the biggest question mark right now, is how their defense is going to go. 7-10, under 500. The amount of disrespect. I mean, do you see their competition in the NFC East? Literal dog shit. The Eagles, right? Yeah, good one. Washington football team. I can't even. I mean, and on top, and the Giants. I mean, Giants have been bad literally. I think since when was that Super Bowl that I watched where he caught the ball on his helmet? What was that Super Bowl with Eli? That ever since that catch, the Giants have sucked. I think it was like 07, 08, something like that. I was like 17, 18. Ever since that, they've sucked, literally. 25 from Trader. Hey, Tim, it's been the Cowboys year for the past 25 years. Fly, Eagles, fly. Hey, man. Come on, right? Eagles are in shambles right now, quite literally. I mean, you know how I know the Eagles are going to be bad this year? Did you see who was it? The Eagles? The Eagles room where the head coach was like really excited and he goes to like fist bump the owner or something. The owner's pissed. Was that the Eagles? I can't remember. Was that the Eagles? It was the Eagles, right? I mean, that just sums up that organization right there, literally. No communication. The owner's mad about the pick. I mean, the GM was happy, I think. Or was it the coach was happy and the GM? I can't remember. But I mean, that just sums up the Eagles in a nutshell. 25 from Tyler. It's okay, Tim. That's enough. Lifelong Cowboys fan here from Texas, but let's face it, the Cowboys are going to disappoint us yet again. The key is to emotionally disconnect. No. You have to believe. You have to believe in the Cowboys. Thank you. You got to believe in the Cowboys because no one else will believe in them if that's the case. That's the ultimate bottom line. Believe. Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl. Hey, Tim, I'm doing this thing where I send you money. Wait. Oh, 25 from Seth. Hey, why are the Cowboys fans easy to date? They love losers and they don't expect a ring. All right, that was kind of funny. Tim, you don't know anything about baseball? I'm just going to shelf our conversation here for a second, chat. EG_KREA. I want you to know something, bro. I literally played baseball my entire life. I could have played in college, but I chose not to, just to be clear. Okay. Could have played in college. I was a cleanup hitter, starting first baseman since I was freshman in high school. All right. I played for varsity. All right, dude. And if it wasn't for my little injury, I could have gone pro. Okay, the last part's a lie. I couldn't have gone pro. But I played baseball my entire life. So now football, obviously, I'm just a fan. I never played football, but I love football. But baseball, even though I don't watch it as much. Baseball, I actually probably know more about baseball than I do about football. Tim, you peaked in high school? Yeah, that's true. But if you think about it, listen, think about it this way. So when I went to college, I played baseball through high school and I was going to play in college. That was the whole plan, right? I went to college. I think I met with it was like the coach assistant and some of the players or something like that. And they were like, yeah, we're doing 2-a-days. And it was 2 months. 2 to 3 months before the season even started, and they're doing 2-a-days. So I looked myself in the mirror and I said, do I want to do 2-a-days for like 2 months for like a D3 baseball college? This isn't like a crazy school where the team's insane. It's like we're like 500. We win some, we lose some, and it's like, do I really want to do this? And so I decided in that moment, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to commit that much time to baseball anymore. And that was when I stopped playing baseball. But think about it this way. I got way more time to play video games in college. And now I play video games for a living. So technically, if you really think about it, I made the right decision. True? True. Yeah. I think North Park is actually pretty good at baseball right now. No cap. But a couple years back, that was when they were kind of like rebuilding a little bit. I actually think they're pretty good at baseball now, just for the record. And the reality is there was a lot of really good players on the team. I probably wouldn't have started. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a bad baseball player, but there were probably better players than me. And then as far as baseball stories go, my most embarrassing baseball moment, there's 2 moments that really pop up in my head. If you guys really want to hear about this, I'll tell you. One was a pop fly. We were playing our rivals in high school. I was in 9th grade at the time, starting first baseman. We were playing our rivals. There was a pop fly foul ball. It was bottom of the how many innings did we play? 7, right? Bottom 7. We had 2 outs. We were up by 1. There was 2 on base. Pop fly. It's way up in the air. Routine catch. And I missed it. And everyone was like, holy shit, Tim, you sold, essentially. And I remember looking over at my dad because everyone was very disappointed. And I kind of looked at my dad like the rock, you know what I mean? That he would be in my life. And my dad was like shaking his head, and then he looks at me and he goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then it gets worse because the guy, he hit a double right after that and both runs scored and we lost. One of the other most embarrassing baseball moments for me, I think it was about junior in high school this time. I ripped a ball, ripped it. Center field, perfect contact, like one hop behind second base and just straight out to the outfield, and I got thrown out at first base. Those are probably like my two most embarrassing baseball moments. You know, some of you say, Tim, you're so slow. I'm pretty fast for a fat guy, okay? The problem was I hit the ball so hard that it got out to center field so fast that I got thrown out at first. Needless to say, baseball is a huge part of my life, and I loved it. And to be fair, I never really recently watched it, but there's something that happens when you turn 30 years old. I think you just start appreciating stuff that you typically did not. Example, baseball. So I'm watching baseball now. I'm just kind of throwing it on the TV, watching some games here and there. Golf, NASCAR. All of those are like things I just didn't care about. And now all of a sudden I'm like 31 and I'm like, I'm kind of interested in this. You know what I mean? So it's something about, I think someone said boomer. Yeah. I mean, I think there's a little truth behind that. Like I just get older and I just kind of like to slow down. You know, when I was younger, I wanted to always do shit. And I always wanted to like be doing something. You know what I mean? Like, let's go out. Let's go to the bar, right? Stuff like that. There's zero part of me that wants to go to bars anymore. Zero, quite literally. I would rather get beers, drink at the house or something, or drink at the beach than go to like a bar. I don't know. Or like go to a baseball game, right? That's an example. When I was younger, I don't think I really wanted to go to baseball games as much, but now I wouldn't mind just going, watching 9 innings, having a couple beers. You know what I mean? But when I was younger, when I was like 21, 22, 23, I was like, yo, let's go to the bar. Let's go drink, stay out till 2, 3 in the morning. Guys, I was literally laying in my bed watching baseball last night at 8:30. 8:30. I was sitting in my bed. I do want to comment here. I like drinking in moderation. I can't drink anything like I used to, but someone said something like a tailgate. Love tailgates, right? So that, I guess I still enjoy the atmosphere of being able to drink and eat, but there's something about just actually going to bars specifically that makes me not want to do that. It's like everything's so crowded. Everyone's like bumping into each other. It's just, you know. And the thing is too, man, when we go to like Vegas and stuff like that, like I love for example, I love going to, concerts, Dave Matthews, stuff like that, drinking like that. I'm down, right? Something about that just feels a little different to me than being at a bar. And then on top of that, the last thing I'll say is when we go to some events, like with gaming and shit like that, there's a ton of parties and stuff like that. And I'll usually go to those, and that kind of gets my fill. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I can never do this again for the next year. Like, everyone goes out to a club at like 11, 12 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? And we're out there till 2 or 3. I do that like one time, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good.